Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you're new here today, my name is Betty. Welcome to AZ family. Yeah, today we are outside guys, and I love outdoor. I don't know about you, let me know in the comment section, but for me, anytime I step outside, anytime I'm outdoor, it just makes me feel so good. It just elevates my mood. I mean, from 0 to 100. It just makes me feel so good every time I come outside, even if I'm not working out like shopping, even if it's outside on my backyard or outside at our neighborhood, just walking around, it just makes me feel so good. So anytime I'm feeling kind of stressed out or like ugh, I just like to step outside, and it just makes me see the day as a complete different day, like a brand new day. And that's the reason why I don't do so well with cold states, by the way. Me and cold, if the weather is so gloomy and so like chilly, cold, gloomy, rainy, that kind of weather kind of stresses me out a lot. You know, it's that weather can be so depressing. So for the people who live in those cold states, I don't know what you do. But for me, I love the sunshine. And that's why I'm so stuck in Arizona. And it's about time for me to move out of this Arizona. I keep saying that. And the only options I'm getting is the states that are a little bit cold. I don't want too cold states. So I feel like it's about time for me to kind of move out of here, because I've been here for like 10 years and guys, over a decade, and now it's time for change. We have 50 states, and guess what? God has blessed us with the freedom to move around. So it's about time for me to move to a different state, even if it's a little bit cold, not that extreme. So please don't tell me to move to Boston or anything like that. But I just want to go somewhere that has different kind of different state, something different. Yeah, so as I said, I can do a little bit of rain, I can do a little bit of cold, but not too much snow. Guys, Arizona is nice, but Arizona can be hot in the summer. So this is winter time, and we are surely enjoying every moment of Arizona during winter time is beautiful and perfect. Like today, the weather is like 72 degrees. I mean, Fahrenheit, that is so perfect. And it's winter. This is our winter right here. So, but summertime, it can be too dry and too hot. But anyway, that's not the point. Point is, outdoor works magic for me. It boosts my mood. It just makes me feel like a whole brand new person. Also, listening to music, let me know what works for you when you feel like your moods are down. Let me know what works for you, because as human beings, some days we don't feel like all that, some days we feel like our moods are a little bit down. So let me know what works for you. Look at that beautiful Christmas tree decorations out there. I love how these shopping centers, they make all these Christmas decorations. It's like a competition, each town with their own little thing. Yeah, this is a outdoor shopping mall. We have a lot of these in Arizona, and one thing I love about Arizona is the space. It's so like there's so much space. Even the parking spots, like rarely you find people struggling looking for parkings in Arizona. In a lot of places in Arizona, you find plenty of parking spaces, plenty. There's room. It's a modern state. A lot of buildings are new too. Even the homes are new. So you realize most of the places are coming up. Like when I moved where I live right now, it was all land. It was like all ranches, on the other side of the street. But right now, some of those ranches, they've been sold and they're building new homes. Hey guys, yeah, this state is growing. So if you live in a older state, or those states, yeah, and you feel like you want a brand new house, you can find it cheaper in Arizona, or maybe like Texas and Vegas, state like that. But some states, to find a brand new home, you have to buy expensive. I can only imagine buying a brand new house in like LA or like where, let's say Boston. I don't know how what are the prices in Boston, like how much the houses are there. But I know some states the houses are most of the houses are older. So yeah, we are out here. This is Peoria, guys. I told you I'm gonna take you places until you know Arizona from corner to corner. So we are in Peoria City in Arizona, and I'm just walking around here. I can spot the store I want on the other side. So we're gonna cross here. It's not so busy today because obviously it's not a weekend. This is Friday, so I know most people come out on a weekend and shopping. This is a nice, I've never been to this one. I don't come to Peoria that much. Well, I love Peoria. They have beautiful homes here. Peoria is a beautiful city. Yeah, very nice. So, on today being a Friday, it's not busy at all. One person here, one person there. People are just, but I'm sure it gets busy in the evening, and I'm sure it gets busy, on the weekend. So let's go and buy a pair of shoe. That is why I'm here, to buy a pair of shoe. So we went to, earlier on, I was with my coworkers. I can say my bosses actually, because there were no foster parents there. Most of them, I don't know. I don't think they had any foster parent there. It was just my bosses, like my supervisors and their supervisors. It's just the bosses. But it felt kind of good to go and volunteer somewhere, me and the bosses. So it was bosses week. They are amazing. You work for a company and you love it. The company or the agency that I work for, it has really nice people. I kind of like it. It just makes you feel good working with them. You are asking them questions. They are always ready and willing to help out. It's nice, because I know some companies you work and you're like, you have mean coworkers or mean bosses, but I haven't come across any mean person in this company. So that's a plus. I've worked in places, even some people, co-workers being Kenyans, and they're so mean, and you're like, hey, you're my country people, why are you so mean? Like, honestly, even some people from West Africa, you work with them and you're like, my goodness, I would rather work with somebody from somewhere else, but not my fellow Black African person. And yeah, so you'll be shocked how people can be so mean, and you're from the same country, but they are just not willing to help or not willing to show you anything. So this is we are in a store right now. Let's look around and see if we can find the shoe I'm looking for. I'm trying to see not this one exactly. I think that's the kind of shoe I'm looking for. Let's see. Yeah, this is exactly that's the name I'm looking for, and that's the shoe I am looking for. Yay! Shopping done, time to go. You can see I have my bag. I didn't want to keep walking around there, so yeah, I'm done. Guys, I'm at this point, I honestly don't know what to get my little Nyla for Christmas. Darren, on the other side, what he wants for Christmas is expensive, and you know what, I told him, I said, this time we're not gonna go for whatever you want, because if you go for what you want, that means we're gonna have to do like a room, what do you call it, we have to buy a whole lot, because he wanted like a lot of gaming, like gaming stuff. He wants a monitor, he wants a keyboard, he wants a desk, that's what he wants. So I feel like it's a lot, because his room, I have to buy like a desk, I have to buy a monitor, I have to buy a keyboard, I have to buy all that, so I feel like it's a lot, and there's no space for that, there's no room for that. Anyway, let's start from there. There's no room. Yeah, so I told him, son, this time let me put this back here. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna show you what I bought in a minute. hold on. And also, let me tell you where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a thrift store. My company, the agency I work for, they were volunteering. Today they had asked us to volunteer to work, to help out in a thrift store, because that thrift store is always donating to our agency. So they were like, oh, can you, like, we give back. It's like a way of giving back. So we had to wear these like work t-shirts and volunteer at the thrift store. So I was there. All we were doing is checking the price tags and making sure they're fine and tagging some other items. It was nice to volunteer and to see how it works. I've never been to any thrift store. I've been to a Goodwill, but I've never been to any thrift store, even to shop or just to look around. I've never been to a thrift store. They have some really good stuff there, and they're cheap too. So anyway, as I was saying, both of my kids, Darren, he wants certain things, and as I said, he wants a gaming monitor, a monitor, and a keyboard and all that, all that stuff, good stuff. And then I told him, I said, now that means you need a desk too, and I told him, I said, because my plan very soon is to move to a bigger home. I really I don't want to say we have to, but my heart desire is to move to a bigger home where my son can have, like his own space without Nyla going to his room, and Nyla to have her own space, because Nyla, she has her room with me. As you know, guys, I have 5 kids right now, and so we have to kind of squeeze ourselves in there. So our house is big enough, but my heart desire is to move to a bigger home, because my son is growing. Well, it could be in a year or two. It's not like a next year plan. It's so I told him that we'll have to wait until we get ourselves situated, or maybe that's a plan for next year. Right now I have a lot going on. I don't want to shop too much. Let me show you what I bought. So my son, I settled for buying him Vans, because he really wanted Vans, and he wanted Vans, the shoes I'll show you now, and he wanted the stuff I mentioned, the monitor and all that, but then I'm not buying that. So now I'm settled for the Vans, and he wanted other stuff from Amazon. What is it called? Beyblade stuff. He loved Beyblades. He loved that game. So I bought him that stuff. So these kids are not cheap, because Darren's gifts, every time I bought like the Beyblade stuff and these shoes, that's like almost $200, and if you put everything he wants or his Christmas wish, it's like I'm gonna spend almost $500, and I'm like, I don't want to spend all that much, because you're not the only one. I have other kids too. So Nyla, she's pretty cheap. She wants dolls. And now, because this Darren's shoe was buy one get one off, half price, so I decided to buy Nyla Vans too. Let me show you. So this is a shoe I got for Darren. Oh, that's the one I got for Darren. I like it. It's so comfortable. Look at how puffy it is. Look at how puffy this is. Yeah. It's called what? Cool Kid. Vans Cool Kid. Wow, it's so puffy. It's so comfortable, man. It feels really, really puffy and comfortable. So that's the shoe I'm getting him. I got him. This is not suede. I think he can just wipe it with water. That's all. So that's Darren. And then yesterday I did my Amazon order. So that's coming. I think some stuff will be late. Darren will be so mad at me, because I kept saying I'm ordering. And up to now I haven't, I ordered last night some stuff from Amazon. His Beyblade and Nyla's dolls. So Darren's shoe is 55 and Nyla shoe is 45, but then I got that half price. So yeah, so everything came up to 80 something, 80 something dollars. This is Nyla shoe. That's what I got Miss Nyla, little Miss Nyla, Vans of the Wall. That's what I got little Miss Nyla. I have a shoe like this. Mine is not a Vans. Mine I got it from Walmart. So we all be matching because I have a black and white. I have a shoe like this. So all right, that's my shoe. That's my kids. They're all sorted. I hope Nyla is gonna like this design. I know she doesn't do good with the laces. That's why I bought this one. That she doesn't need to tie the laces. Most kids, they don't do well with the laces. So that's Vans for Nyla. You can tell the difference. The Cool Kid one is so thick and puffy, and this one is different. It's a different design. But you know how kids are. I feel like this one is the latest. The one Darren like, it's either the latest or what, you know, nowadays they rock whatever, you know, they go with whatever is ile fashion, wanaenda na fashion. Sasa hii ndio fashion yake sasa, I guess. All right, I'm so happy this time he didn't want Jordan or stuff like that. I can do $55. You know, I was so shocked when he said Vans, and I was like, Vans? In my heart, I'm so happy. I'm like, I'm happy. That's cheap. I mean, that's not cheap, but it's affordable. I can afford that. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. See you on the next one.